The prince did not blink when the boy stopped breathing. I was there the night it happened. I still see it when I try to sleep. This happened in 2003. In a small village in northern Ghana. I won't say the name of the village because people there are still afraid. I was 19. I had just finished school and was helping my uncle at his shop near the chief's palace. In our area, the chief's family is like royalty. Not kings like in movies, but close. The chief had 3 sons. The oldest was called Prince Kojo. He was not a prince in the fairy tale way. That was just what people called him because he would one day take his father's seat. Kojo was quiet, too quiet. He did not joke with us. He did not greet people unless he had to. When he looked at you, it felt like he was checking how strong you were. There were rumors about him even before that night. Old women said he went into the forest alone and came back at sunrise. Hunters said they saw him near the old shrine by the river. That shrine was from long ago, before church and mosque came to our village. Most of us stayed away from it, not because of magic, but because strange men sometimes hid there at night. Thieves, smugglers. Still, people talked. They said Kojo wanted power too fast. They said he did not want to wait for his father to die. They said he was visiting a shrine priest from another town. I did not believe any of it. I thought it was just jealousy. Then children started going missing. Not many, just 2 at first. A girl of 7, a boy of 10. The police came from the district capital. They searched. They asked questions. Nothing. Weeks passed. Then a 3rd child went missing. This time, it was my cousin, Mensa. He was 8. I remember the day he disappeared. He had been sent to buy sugar from our shop. He never came. We searched everywhere. The wells, the farms, the river. Nothing. 3 days later, I saw something I wish I never saw. It was past midnight. I could not sleep. I was angry. I was scared. I decided to walk near the palace because sometimes young men gathered there to talk. I thought maybe someone knew something. As I walked behind the palace wall, I heard a car engine. That was strange. Not many people had cars in our village. I moved closer and looked through a gap in the wall. I saw Prince Kojo. He was with 2 other men I did not know. They were not from our village. They wore city clothes. One of them opened the trunk of the car. Mensa was inside. He was tied. His mouth was covered with cloth. He was still alive. I saw his eyes move. My legs went weak. I almost made a sound, but I covered my mouth. Kojo looked calm, not angry, not rushed. They carried Mensa toward the back of the palace compound, near a small old building that used to store yams. I knew that building. It had not been used in years. I moved along the wall until I found a small hole in the wood at the back of that building. I know I should have run for help. I know, but I was frozen. I needed to understand what was happening. Inside, there was no shrine, no masks, no spirits. There were plastic sheets on the floor. There was a metal table. One of the men took out a small bag. Inside it were medical tools, real ones, like in a hospital. They were not doing magic. They were doing something worse. The men spoke in low voices. I heard words like buyer and organ. I did not understand at first. Then I did. They were cutting children open, taking parts, selling them. Mensa was crying under the cloth. Kojo stood near his head. He held him down. When one of the men cut into him, Mensa's body jerked. The sound he made was not loud because of the cloth, but I heard it. Kojo did not blink, not once. I wanted to break the door. I wanted to scream. I was alone. It did not last long. Maybe 20 minutes, maybe less. It felt like hours. When they were done, the room was silent. One of the men said, "It will be enough. The contact in Accra will pay well." Kojo nodded. They wrapped what they took in clean cloth and placed it in a cooler box, like it was fish. Then they carried Mensa's body out the back. I ran before they could see me. The next morning, Mensa's body was found near the river. The police said it looked like an animal attack. Some people believed it, some did not. I did not speak for 2 days. When I finally told my father what I saw, he slapped me. "Do you want us all dead?" he said. In our village, accusing the chief's son without proof is like signing your own death paper. But more children went missing. 2 months later, the police came again. This time, not just local police, men from Accra. Someone had talked in another town. Maybe one of the city men bragged. Maybe a deal went wrong. They searched the old yam store. They found blood under the floorboards. They found tools buried behind the building. They arrested Prince Kojo. At the station, they said he confessed. He said he needed money. He said he needed power. He said when he became chief, he wanted to control business in the area. He believed if he had enough money and strong men behind him, no one could touch him. There was no curse, no spirit, just greed. Kojo is still in prison, as far as I know. His father died in shame. Another branch of the family took the stool. But sometimes I think about his face that night. Mensa was fighting to breathe. His eyes were wide. His small hands were shaking. And Kojo did not blink, not once.